Okay, I would assume that you can hear my voice. Please, guys, please, Muhammad Fabian, blah blah blah. Do not type your name here, okay? So if you are attending the meeting, and then click the URL over there, and then type your name and then student ID. Okay. So I will not consider your typing here as your attendance. Okay, so I'll just ignore it. Okay, again, please, okay, do not type here your name as your attendance. Okay, I'll just ignore it. So today we'll be talking about facilities planning and design. Okay, so previously we have talked about, so this the code is ACM02. So previously it was ACM01, which was talking about the um, method engineering. So it means that the way you work is really determine how productive you are. So including tools, including the skills of the worker, including the, and then one way of affecting the productivity is the layout. So we will be focusing our topic here to discuss about how important is the layout. Okay, so please guys, if your friend do not understand, please tell them in Indonesian. Okay, please tell them, because it seems that I've been talking several times, but these guys are keep typing their name and student ID and then class on the chat box. Okay, so this meeting is recorded. Okay, and then you can see your own name here on YouTube. Okay, so do not send me the private message, okay, because everybody can see. And okay, so let's get started. Okay, please, yeah, please inform your friend, type with the Indonesian text. Okay, hope your friend will understand. Okay, so what is facility? Facility by definition is something or can be built or can be equipment that is built for specific purpose. And then also facility can be something that can make action, operation or activity easier, or skill of doing something. So in terms of when we talk about manufacturing, industrial engineering usually based on the manufacturing, so we always talk about manufacturing organization. So facility is something or objects, or can be machine, can be a room, can be anything that is built for specific purpose. Okay. Um, um, okay. So that is facility. So facility can be a car, can be a machine, can be layout. Sorry, can be a building. Okay, can be anything. So that that was the definition of facility. So you already know that we already have facility. So facility is something that makes our job easier. Okay. So the thing is, why is facility layout? So we need to have a layout so that we can produce more easily. So we can have better a better productivity. Okay, so we can produce more and more. Okay, so layout refers to configurations of departments, work center, equipments, with particular emphasis of movement of work. Okay, can be customer or operators or materials through the system. So previously we have talked about the production system. Okay, so it's a system that is used for production. Okay. Uh, so somebody here saying that you don't hear my voice or what? Hello. Okay, can you hear my voice or not? Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so it's maybe the problem is on your side. Okay, thank you very much for confirmation. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay, please stop typing. Okay, some people say yes, it is fine for me. Okay, so as you can see in the previous slide, no, not the previous slide, in the previous meeting, we have talked about the productivity, production system. Okay, and then one that affects the production system is the workstation itself, and then the layout is really have an impact. So if you have a really messy layout, you will not get as productive as if the layout is arranged neatly. Okay, so layout decisions are important because it's substantial for its investment. Machines that is installed in the manufacturing company is very expensive. So if you put the wrong layout there, it's a waste of money. Okay, and because when we invest in the manufacturing, we always hope that this business can go for many years. Could be 50 years, 20 years, even more than 100 years. Some of the company already live for very long. For example, Nokia, it can be more than 100 years. Siemens in Germany, it's already been more than 100 years. That kind of company is really, really investing lots of money for their business, and they are hoping that their business can survive for a long term. So one consideration is to have a good facility layout. Okay. uh, you have a significant impact for the cost and efficiency. Yeah, so facility with a good facility you can save lots of money. I can see some of the picture again. Okay, so if you please some of your friend here still typing their name, so can somebody please help me tell the people here typing the uh, who is typing the name and then etc etc here. Okay, so just tell them, do not just copy and paste the URL or the link. Please tell them, okay, please do not type. Okay, in Indonesian, I'm sure this guy doesn't understand English. Okay, so for you, okay, do not spam. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, yeah, you're just spamming the textbook. Okay, please type in Indonesian so that that person can understand. Okay. uh, yeah, see, so that's the, yeah, you can imagine if you are a lecturer. Yeah, lots of your friends are typing here, even though I already tell him again and again. Okay, several times. You can count it. Why the date is not valid? What do you mean not valid? Okay, you can type the date there. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, bulan hari tahun. Yeah, so yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Langka Tafakur Muhammad Fatahillah. Oh, you have a long name here. Okay, next. So at least from this slide, you have an idea that, okay, facility layout is important. Okay. Okay, so factors that is affecting the plan layout are plan locations, whether this is Jakarta or Surabaya or Bandung, the nature of product, is it a continuous product like oil or what, or this is a medical or a hospital. The hospital can have a layout, the type of industry, plant environment, the environment. Are we locating in the very dense area or not? Special requirement. Special means space. Space, space is a room or area that is required for yeah, for organization for the factory. Okay, and then we need to consider repairs and maintenance, the balancing, the line balancing, the management policy, human needs, types of machinery and equipment. Okay, uh, and then many factors. Yeah, so that's why this is, because this is not a simple, not a simple object. So that is just quite complex. So that's why uh, this this uh, this facility planning is a job for our uh, it's teamwork job. Okay, so it's not the thing that can be handled by one person. You have to consider a lot of things. Okay, so plan, location, building, nature of products, industry, and then um, um, and then uh, many factors. Okay, so the plan layout types, the types here are, for example, the production process can be normally determined. So first type is fixed position plant layout. So the layout has already been fixed. Okay, product stays and resource move on it. So the production equipment stays, and then resources is moving. Okay, and then it can be product oriented plant layout. So machinery and materials are placed following the product path. So the materials are flowing. So fixed positions means, so it's like painting. Painting, fixed position. So the product is the painting itself. So the product is stay there, and then or carving. Okay, so and then the operator is doing something on it. So it's like a fixed position. Okay, so product oriented means the machinery and then materials are placed following the product path. So for example, we yes, last week we have a kerosene can. Okay, kerosene can, and we have a kerosene can, and then uh, so that one is product oriented plan layout. So it means that the material is flowing. So at the end of the line, the product is finished. Okay, so it's product oriented. Or can be process oriented plant layouts or functional layouts. So machinery is placed according to what they do. Okay, so for example, when you have earring, so it's like a process oriented. So we have a department for painting, we have a department for welding, and then we have many departments for doing a specific job, and then we just go there. Okay, so it is like yeah, like a process. When you have when you want to make for example a bag. Okay, backpack. Okay, so that can be a process oriented. So if we have a department that is always painting, we have a department that is always do cutting. Okay, we have a department that is always doing the sewing. Okay, many things. Okay, so that could be other 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 types are just a combined layout. Okay, I have one question. Is it important to facilitate the design? What is it? To facilitate. What is to facilitate the design? To design the facility. Okay, so yes, it is important. So not just being the ordinary problem. Yeah, so I think you are late here. I have discussed the reasons in the previous slide here. Facility layout, why? Okay, so maybe you are late. So here we talk about the operation process. I have a YouTube video here, um, and then I will play a video for YouTube here so that you can hear about the explanations. Okay, so YouTube video. Oops, can you see it? Do you see the YouTube video now, guys? Hello. Okay, so I have one YouTube video here, and then I need to play it here. Okay, I'll try play YouTube video, so hopefully you can hear it. Okay, play YouTube video, Control V. Okay, so that's the URL over there. Oh, doesn't work. Yeah, that's the URL. Thank you very much for pasting the YouTube video here. Okay, let me check. Let me click again. Okay. Oh, it's gone again. So really sorry for that. I think this software here has a problem.
This lesson is about plant, factory and office layout. A crucial role of the operations manager is to arrange the equipment, machinery and staff in such a way to ensure it's streamlined, flows smoothly, increases productivity and adheres to occupational health and safety, or OHS. Now I'm going to explain some of these factors more now. Some of the key factors in plant layout is that there must be enough space for volume of production. So when I design my product and then I think about the space I'm going to use to make that product, I have to make sure I've got enough space, because if there's not enough space, that can make the workplace quite dangerous, or it can affect the efficiency of the operations process. I need to make sure that we have an appropriate location of stock and inventory. Now, stock and inventory need to be ready for the operations process so that there's no delay. If I have my stock and inventory too far away, then I have to stop every time I need more raw materials. And I need to make sure that there's an efficient flow of the product through the system. So what we want is that from the time the raw materials start in the operation process, there's absolutely no stoppages, so that we can just have a constant flow. The machineries can be set on and we don't have to turn them off at all. That actually saves energy. Now there's three ways to arrange a plant layout. You can have a process layout, a product layout, or a fixed position layout. I'm going to explain each of these. What you'll notice about layout, it depends on the product or the service. Now, process layout. The machines and technology are grouped together by the function that they perform. It deals with a high variety and low volume, and the production is intermittent. It moves from one department to another. Now, for example, these are different machines that are needed in our operations process. What we'll notice is that the similar machines are grouped together and the raw materials are dealt with and they're produced there, and then they move on to the next set of machineries. As it says here, we're talking about low volume. So if I want to produce thousands and thousands of products, I am not going to use this process layout. Also, if I want to have a lot of variety in my product, I then will use process layout. So it's for high variety and low volume. So my example, high variety in their product range. Now, for example, hospitals have areas dedicated to a type of medical care. They have a process layout. So they have one area of the hospital that's for maternity, they have one for intensive care, and they have one for children's health. Banks also use a process layout. They arrange their service to the different needs of consumers. So when I walk into a bank now, I notice that they will have a desk for mortgages, they'll have a business area, and sometimes they'll even have an insurance area, and then they'll have general banking. So they've actually grouped their staff and their resources according to the needs of the consumer. Product layout is completely different. Machines and equipment in this layout are arranged to suit the sequence of operations, the workflows from station to station. We need this layout if we're making a high volume of products and they are standardized. We often see it in assembly lines, and the operations manager set time targets for each stage of productions. So it can be quite a stressful layout to work in, because you're actually given a time limit to deal with your part of the operations process. Now let's have a look at an example, and we're going to use the example of car production. The technology and labour is lined up in the order of their input into the production process. The unfinished product moves around the plant floor. So if you go and have a look at a car being made, what you'll notice it's a massive big space, and you'll actually see a car moving around that space, and you'll see the technology and the people waiting for that car so that they can then complete their task in the operations process before it moves on to the next person. Sometimes when making a car, the workers and the machinery are actually moving with the product because the machines do not stop. This is a classic example of product layout. Now, what if we're making a very, very big product? In this case, we're going to need fixed position layout. We also call this project production. We're talking about large-scale, bulky tasks. Fixed position layout means the labour and machinery have to come to the product. The product remains in one location. It is too big to move around an assembly line. Now, some examples are ships. So you'll be very aware that a ship is a massive product, and we can't have a ship moving around an assembly line. It's too big. Aircrafts, bridges, and houses are all examples of a fixed position layout. Now, this picture shows an aircraft being made. The actual aircraft will stay in the same position. We call that fixed position. And then all the inputs and the workers and the machinery will actually come towards the aircraft. That lesson was on plant layout.
Okay, thank you very much. The video is done. So at least the video shows you that we have several types of layout. Okay. So we have fixed layout, we have a production layout, okay, and then any other layout, right? So yeah, fixed positions, product oriented. Okay, so simple of engineering the layout. For example, here this is one example of one application of how you apply your principles of the layout. Okay, so We have another YouTube video here. Alright, let's play. Right, yeah, here you go.
Hi, welcome to Chapter 6, Process Design and Facility Layout. This is video number 2. In the first video we looked at assembly line balancing. In this one we're going to look at facility layout. And here's the idea. We have 3 physical regions of our plant. We'll call them A, B, and C. And there's some distance between them. I don't know if they're actually physically arranged like this, but there are distances between them and we can measure those. We also have 3 departments. We'll call them 1, 2, and 3. And product flows from 1 to 2. It also flows from 2 back to 1. And as it turns out, when we see the numbers, we have twice as much product flowing this way as flowing this way. And how do we take these departments and assign them to these locations? To do so in a cost minimizing fashion. So that's what we're interested in doing. So we're trying to design a process layout to minimize the transportation total cost. This is example 10 from the textbook. So the first thing we have are distances between our locations. From location A to location B is 20 units of measure, whatever it is, meters might be. And likewise from B to A is 20 meters. So they're symmetrical. So we could draw a line down the diagonal here, and actually you could ignore these values underneath because the values down here are the same as the values above the diagonal. So often you'll see only half the matrix filled in because it's symmetrical. We also assume that movement within the department is a distance of 0. So that's table 6.4 in the textbook. So we have our distances between the physical spaces of our plants. The next thing we have are the number of loads per day between the different departments. Now this isn't symmetrical, so you can see product moving from department 1 to department 2, there's 10 loads a day, but from department 2 going into department 1, there's 20 loads a day. So it's not symmetrical, but that's okay. Maybe you're taking a large box and you're breaking it down into a number of smaller pieces and transporting them around. One thing you should take note of, though, is where we incur the most number of loads per day. So here, from department 3 going into 1, we have 90, and in fact from 1 going into 3, we have 80. So between these 2 departments, between department 1 and department 3, we have 170 units being shipped back and forth between them. That would tell me that I want departments 1 and department 3 to be located close to each other. Now what does close mean? Well, we can go back to our distances and we can see that the smallest distance here is between A and B. So we could just jot down, let's put 1 in A and 3 in B, say. And then we can go back to our table. Where do we incur the next most amount of work? Well, from 3 going into 2 is 70 loads a day, and from 2 into 3, right here, is 30. So between departments 2 and 3, we have 100 loads, and we want those to be fairly close together. So if we were to put those are close together, they have a high load. If we put department 2 over here, for example, then the distance from B to C is the next highest, which is 30. And conversely, the lowest number of loads per day, this total here, is 30 units, 30 loads per day. And maybe we could make that travel the most amount of distance. So from A to C, from 1 to 2. So that's one way you can assign that. In fact, that's the way this heuristic works. If we look at the solution from the textbook, that's exactly what happened here. This is location A, it got assigned department 1. Location B got assigned department 3. There was 170 units or loads going back and forth between these two. And likewise between these guys here was 100. And then not much traffic between 1 and 2, only 30, so we have C over here. If we want to calculate the actual cost, that's easy to do. Again, we just take the information that we have. This is right from the tables 6.4 and 6.5. So Department 1 to Department 2, 10 loads a day. Department 1's in location A, Department 2's in location C. The distance between them is 40. 10 loads times 40 gives me a total of 400. And it turns out to be $1 per meter, I guess, in this example. So this just is $400. And you can do the same thing. From 3 to 2, there's 70 loads a day. The distance traveled is 30. That's 2,100. And with the multiplier of 1 gives us $2,100. The total cost of this arrangement is $7,600. So that was example 10 in a nutshell. Again, from chapter 6, process layout, or process design and facility layout.
Okay, so that was how we calculate the score of our current layout. Okay. So another technique is called from to chart. Okay. Others are activity relation diagram. So I will show you the video. Okay, and later on you can watch it by yourself. So I'm opening back the slides now. So fully open. Okay, so that was the example of calculations, and then here is one example of layout improvement. So here we have an example of can anybody guess what this is? Can anybody guess what this is? A gym. Yes, that's correct. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's a gym. So okay, so if you cannot see, yes, I know, thank you very much. Okay, you don't have to type gym. Okay, thank you for okay, I will say, okay, who typed gym? Okay, Fauzan Dimas. Okay, Fauzan Dimas, thank you very much. You typed gym for the first time. Thank you very much. Yeah, give big applause for you. Okay, so this is gym, guys. Okay, so you are the Pertamax, yeah, Pertamax. So others just premium, yeah, or diesel or solar, yeah, or kerosene, yeah. Thank you for the Pertamax, yeah. So you get the Pertamax, yeah. Others just Pertalite. Okay, thank you. So so this is the one example of layout improvement. So on the top here, okay, so in the beginning on top, that was the first. So that was the first what is it? First initial layout. So we can see A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, lots of components, lots of equipments there. Okay, and that's the layout. Okay, so we put numbers, we put alphabet on our equipment, on our facilities. So A means door, B means the what is it, the carpet, and then the person who is yeah, I mean welcoming staff, and then C is the one that is in front on sitting in front of the front table, and then D is, I think it's the calendar. Okay, so what we have, what kind of problem here that we are having before the improvement? Okay, can anybody type here? Okay, so you will get the Pertamax again. Okay, so what's happening with the problem? Okay, can somebody please type here? Please type, and then type the letter. So A, for example, if A is problem, you type A, and that is problems. Okay, not coordinate. Okay, so which one? So what is the problem? Okay, if you say not coordination, not effective, whatever, messy. Okay, which one? Which number? K? Is it K or A or B or C? Okay, if we say U, what is U? What's the problem with U? U, I think it's fine. So G and H. I mean, please do not just type the A or B. Okay, just type the number and then explain. Okay, so if you got the, if you can explain what is happening, what was wrong, and then okay, you'll get the pertamax. Okay, so the guys, I don't consider, you just type numbers here. Okay, number C, Fauzan Dimas, thank you. C too much space. Okay, maybe, yeah, thank you very much. F, okay, Muhammad Farul. F, I don't know the function. What is F? F, what is F? Okay, so F is just one chair over there. Okay, so what for? Thank you. D, because TV is blocking the way. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. Sofa in the middle. Yeah, okay. Sofa in the middle, what is it? Okay, you don't type here. What else? Sofa in the middle block the walk. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's a good observation. What is H? H and G, because the way is blocking. Yeah, the way is so if somebody wants to move from G to K, they have to pass in the H there. So it's very short, very narrow. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Q is paying. What's the meaning? Okay, paying what? So what's the problem? Yeah. J and K and L. J, K, L. Okay. So messy. What do you mean messy? Yeah. So be careful when you type here. Messy is very subjective. Okay. Very subjective. Yeah. According to you, it's messy. According to others, maybe not messy. J is blocking way. Okay, it's very short. Okay, we don't have enough space for movement. Okay, press any key to continue. What is it? O, what is O? O is blocking the way. Yeah, okay, not enough space. Okay, for walking. Okay, so thank you very much for your comments here. Thank you very much. Yeah, W. Oh, okay. So you have a W, not ergonomic. I think it's you are too much not ergonomic here, because ergonomic is related to the product itself. What do you think by ergonomic? Yeah. So here we are talking about the facility. Okay, we are talking about the layout. Okay. So W. What is W? W inside the room. Okay. Really? Do we need to change that? No. Okay, so T is, what is T? T, what is T? T, okay. Oh yeah, okay, so instead of putting on the floor, better if you put it on the wall. Okay, thank you very much. It's too large. Okay, taking up space. Okay. O, what is O? Oh, it's not safety. Okay, yeah. So guys, thank you for your okay, you type again. We already discussed it before. JKLB. Yeah, okay. So the after we improve the layout, so it's gonna be like this. So it becomes better. So the flow is, so the people can flow freely. Okay, so that includes, so this kind of things includes a better layout, in order to improve the productivity. So when you want to move here and there, yeah, you can do it easily. So with this facility, so this is gym. Okay, so in gym we usually grouping the equipments with the same functions. Okay, so we have on top here we have, or after the layout we have H for treadmill, for walking here. Okay, treadmill. So we have a cycling here, G. So we have I also, cycling. Oh, again somebody's typing their student ID. Okay guys, please help your friend here. Maybe your friend doesn't know, please. Okay, so this is the facility. So so based on our our facility layout before. Okay, so we have several types of plan layout here. So we have fixed position, product oriented, process oriented plan layout. So according to the gym, okay, so which layout type is the gym? Is the gym fixed layout, or product oriented layout, or process oriented plan layout, or whatever, or what? Okay, and then please explain why. So fixed position plan layout, is it fixed? Why is it fixed? Okay, so it's a process oriented. Why is it process oriented? Okay, so I want you to explain. Okay, why is it functional? Why is it process oriented? Why is it product oriented, or what? Okay, so you said in the gym, so it's fixed position because the people is one coming to the machine. Okay, who is the product here? When we talk about gym, who is being processed? It's you, right? It's the people. Yeah, so the people, if it is fixed layout, so the people stay still, so people doesn't move. Yeah, see here, product stay. Okay, product stay. So you are stay, and then people will bring barbell to you, people will bring a treadmill for you, so you just stay, you're not going anywhere. Okay, you're not, yeah, you just stay at your place. Okay, so that's fixed positions, like when you are carving or when you are painting, so the product is still there. Yeah, so I don't think it's a fixed position. Yeah, fixed position means the product, it means you. Yeah, because you are moving from one station to the other station. So fixed position, I don't think suitable to the layout. What about process? Yeah, process can be considered. Yes, yeah. So because you are moving from here, for example, you want to shape. Okay, so gym is for shaping body. Yeah, so you look good. Yeah, especially if you are wearing a tight clothes. Yeah, you can have something that show off. Okay, so process means you want to process. So you want to process your upper body, you want to process your midsection, or you want to process your lower body. Yeah, so product oriented. So you are moving from one station to the other. Yeah, and then also can be product oriented or process oriented. So machinery is placed. Yeah, so I think can be product oriented or process oriented. Yeah. Yeah, so machinery is placed according to what they do. So I think process is much better, or functional. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, so who get this one? Who said process oriented? 1, 2. Okay, so it's okay. Let me check here. So Divided said process oriented layout, but you don't explain why is it process oriented. Okay. Deva, yeah, Deva Hidayat. Okay, Deva Hidayat. Okay, you get the Pertamax. Yeah. Okay, process oriented plan layout. Thank you very much. Yeah. So yeah, you get the Pertamax. You just go to gas station, then ask for the Pertamax, and yeah. You just go to gas station and then get the Pertamax. Okay, thank you. So thank you very much. And then for facility planning itself, we have tools or for drawing. So here is a software name or Visio or eDraw, and the other softwares like a Smart Draw for planning. So for planning, you need to have a very precise measurement. Okay, so because if the machine is 5 meters, it's really 5 meters in the drawing. So that software must be able to accommodate the needs. Others are for here is CRAF. We call it CRAF, computerized relative allocation of facility technique, CRAF. So it's a long acronym. So it's going to be like this. So this is how the software look like. So it's a software to design a suggested layout. So currently you must have a from to chart, okay, a cost matrix, and then distance, and then the initial layout. So the graph will, for example, will give you a suggested layout based on the what is it, based on the input that you gave them. Okay, so it's gonna be for this is for example. Okay, so essentials for ideal layout. So at least some principle of ideal layout is you must have a minimum movement. We must have a principle of flow. So please make sure there is no bottleneck on your layout. Principle of space. Okay, so we must have enough space, and then it is possible to save space. Okay, if we need to vertical, do it vertical. Okay, because for the sake of space, that's why we build apartments. Yes, not the horizontal housing. Okay, principle of safety has to be safe. Flexibility, interdependency, overall integrations, minimum of investment, so you don't want to spend much money for the layout. Okay, so you want to have an efficient layouts for production. Okay, integration needs to be integrated to other system. Okay, and then the next topic is about the facility location. So previously we talked about the facility layout. So in assumption that the location is there. Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Fernando Muhammad. Okay. Chat seperlunya. Yeah, thank you very much for reminding your friend. Yeah. So this chat box is for you if you have questions. Okay. So this is facility layout. Okay. So meaning that you want to you want to have you want to allocate your you want to pick of which location is the best for your facility. Okay, so for example you have Indofood. Okay, Indofood has as a manufacturing company, they have a factory in overseas. So Indofood, you know Indofood, right? Indomie. They have manufacturing in India. Okay, and then they also have manufacturing facility in Africa. And then the next question is which city? Okay, is this city is better than that city or what? Okay, so this is called facility layout. I'll be playing a YouTube video again, so that explains the facility planning. Please listen and then make sure you understand. Okay, there you go.
Different companies need different type of facilities to run their operations. For example, a manufacturing company would have factories or plants to manufacture the goods. They would have warehouses or distribution centers to store the goods, and they would also need offices to run their supporting functions. In case of service sector, such as courier company, bank, insurance, etc., the offices are their facilities. This picture shows the global presence of a company, Larsen & Toubro Limited, which is based out of India. As you can see, they have different type of facilities like offices, engineering and construction projects, product and equipment supply, manufacturing or fabrication facilities, and agents. As you can see, they have a few offices in the US, but a lot more offices and other facilities in the Middle East. Now, another important thing to observe is that they don't have any manufacturing or fabrication facilities in the US, but they have a lot in the Middle East. So how does the company decide where to locate its facilities? So let us look at the factors which affect the facility location decisions. The first factor is the proximity to customers or markets. Generally, companies perform market research to identify the geographical regions where their products have a demand. And once they have determined the geographical region where their product has a demand, they can then set up a facility near that area. Setting up a facility closer to the markets reduces the cost of transportation, and thereby the cost of the product is also reduced. This in turn gives the company an edge over the other companies having facilities far away. For example, for auto ancillary product manufacturers, the customers are big automobile factories. Pune in India is a base for major automotive factories like Tata Motors, Bajaj Auto Limited, Kinetic Engineering, etc. Hence, the auto ancillary companies who supply parts to these factories have located their facilities in Pune itself in order to gain advantage of proximity to the markets. Also, locating near the markets is particularly important when the final goods are bulky or heavy and the outbound transportation rates are high. Hence, manufacturers of products like plastic pipes, heavy metals, etc. all prefer being closer to their customers. Another advantage of being closer to the markets is that the company can quickly grasp the change in demand patterns. And since they are so close to the markets, their response time to this change in the demand is lesser as compared to the other companies. For example, there are a lot of companies who process fresh fruits. That is, they cut and package them and sell it to the stores. Now, one of the important factors which impacts the sales of these products is rain. So if that day there is rain, the fruits will sell less as compared to other days when there is no rain. And since these products do not have a very long shelf life, they need to be shipped to these stores on a daily basis. So depending on whether it is raining or not, these companies can change the quantity of the product to be produced and can ship it quickly to the stores because they are so close to the markets. This in turn helps them increase their profitability as there is less wastage. Another important factor is the proximity to raw material. Industries which are dependent on bulky, perishable, or heavy raw material prefer proximity to the supply source. In such cases, inbound transportation costs become a dominant factor. For example, in India, iron and steel plants are located in Bihar and Orissa because of the large presence of iron ore mines in these regions. Raw material therefore becomes cheaper because of low transportation costs, and also these companies can control the quality of the raw material better. Another factor is the good transportation facilities. Good transportation facilities like rail, road, water, etc. help in the movement of material and labor easily. So imagine a facility where raw material cannot be transported because there are no roads. So this is another factor which affects the facility location decisions. Another factor is the availability of power supply and other utilities. Now, one of the basic requirements for most of the industries is an uninterrupted power supply. Imagine that there is a manufacturing facility and somebody is working on producing material and the electricity goes off. The machines will stop working, and if this continues to happen off and on, then the product quality will be seriously impacted. Other utilities like telephone, water are also very important factors in selecting the facility location. Another important factor is the government policies. One of the most important goals of a company is to maximize its profits. So if a government of a region has favorable taxation policies and other promotional efforts which help reduce the cost of a company and thereby increase profits, then companies will be attracted to that region. So many governments promote industrial activities in their region by creating industry development zones or special economic zones. For example, the governments of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, etc. have created software development parks where facilities such as high-speed internet is provided to software companies at subsidized rates. Another important factor is availability of inexpensive, skilled, and efficient labor. This is one of the most important factors in considering facility location, especially in the world of globalization. For example, most of the companies are opening their back offices in India and China because of the high availability of inexpensive and skilled labor. Another important factor is the quality of life. Now, what is quality of life? So basically, people want to live in a place where there are good schools, recreational facilities, cultural events, and an attractive lifestyle. And these factors are important to attract quality workforce for a company. A lot of companies encounter situations where there are other advantages like proximity to customers, good transportation facilities, but not a good quality of life. So what they have started doing is that they have started building these facilities exclusively for their employees. For example, companies like Tata Steel, Indian Oil, etc. have built their own townships equipped with schools, hospitals, and other recreational facilities for their employees. Now, some of the other factors are low construction costs, availability of cheap land, etc. So these are the various factors which the companies consider before deciding upon location for their facilities. Now, an important thing to keep in mind is that not every factor is of equal importance to all the industries. So in subsequent videos, we'll see how different companies use these factors in deciding their facility locations.
Okay, so that was the video. Thank you very much. Well, if you cannot read, I mean, you can just hear, okay? I know the handwriting was not good. I cannot read the handwriting as well, but I can hear the voice clearly, very clear, okay? So instead of insisting, oh, I cannot read, okay, please, you can just hear, okay? Except if you have a problem with your hearing sense. Okay, so let's get back to the slide here. Look, okay, can you see the slide? Oops. Oh. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Your line is now muted. Your line is now
So
unmuted.
can you hear the slides? Okay, can you see the slides? Oops. Oh, doesn't work here. Okay, well, let's try this one. Then it gets back to the previous one. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is the previous slide. So sorry, I just want to try because the slide here doesn't show very well. Okay, so that was the facility location. So the topic for today is facility planning and then facility location. So at least I think the first time here is you need to determine the location first, which city, which area you want to build your factory, okay, and then after that you need to design the internal, the layout inside. It can be office layout, can be production layout, manufacturing layout, anything internally. And then for the location itself, we also have a tool. So we have a calculation, an example calculation. Okay, so which one is the best? So it's not like, oh, okay, I have a dream last night that, okay, we have to move to Hong Kong. Oh, no. Okay, so, so it's not like that. So let's say here is a tool for determining the best locations based on the input that you give. So it's called center of gravity. Okay, so not like gravity falls, it's different. So it's center of gravity. So we don't play this tool, so you play the tool by yourself. So I'm going to put lots of video here, and then I would like you to watch those videos. Okay, Okay, thank you very much, and I think this is the end of the slides. Yeah, so the lecture today is finished. So I think next time maybe it is better if we split the class. Yes, because the maximum here is 200. So I was thinking that some of you are, um, yeah, I was thinking some of you are joining with others, joining with your friends so that you don't have to attend by yourself. Uh, yeah, things like that. Yeah. So what is it here? This class is part 2. No, it's not part 2. This is ACM02. It's a new topic. Okay. Okay. So, but it's not inconvenient, but it's inconvenient. So which inconvenience? Sharing connection with your friend, or so the thing is, the one that is logged in here is just only one person, but the other person is just watching with you. Yeah. So for example, in the last year, uh, one class is watching a video, watching the online class together. Yeah, it's really save lots of connections. So only one connection, but that connection was watched by for example 30 students. Okay, so next time I think we need to have rearrangement for the meeting. So at least you can I mean I mean be a nice friend. Okay, go with your friend, and then watch the video together. Yeah, because we have very limited seat here. Okay, so in total we have 40 times 10, so we have 400, or let's say 400. So 400 divided by 200 is 2. Okay, so if one person share with the other one person, and then I think it's enough. Okay. Yeah, so sharing. So we like sharing. We are social person, so we like sharing. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you very much. I will upload the video on YouTube, and then okay, so somebody is asking here. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, please. Mahmoud Al Firdaus. Okay, yeah. So what's your questions? Capacity. Yeah, okay. What do you mean by capacity? Okay, please elaborate more. So the capacity here is fixed. Okay, I cannot increase. I'm sorry. Yeah, I cannot increase the capacity. So maximum capacity here is 200. So I cannot increase. So I would ask you guys. Maximum is 200. Please join with your friend. Okay, so ideally with, if your friend joining with other friend, it is enough. Okay. Okay, any questions? No? Okay, TY, thank you. Yeah, TY too. Yeah. Are we doing this every week? No, it's not. Yeah. So this is ACM02 for all ACM02. So if you go to Moodle at TI 40 all, at close all, yeah, blah 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 all, and then there you can see the schedule. Okay, schedule for this class, for this course. So it's a rolling schedule, and then ACM02 is scheduled based on that paper. Yeah. So yeah, please check. So this course, this meeting is for ACM02. So there will be no ACM02 anymore. So the assistant will go to your class if you have any what is it any questions or difficulties of understanding the materials. Okay, can you here's another question. Can you send links video? Okay, please, I already informed you that I will upload on YouTube, and then the link will be uploaded on Moodle. Okay, so please go to Moodle to see that. I don't want to see people. I don't like to hear people say I don't receive any what is it I don't want to hear people is saying, oh, I don't see any video recording. No, it's not. It's already uploaded on YouTube. Okay. Oh, that's Google Drive. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. That's the links on Moodle. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for helping your friends. Okay, so I think that's all. We don't have any. Oh, okay. So we have another question here. Jadi saat ACM02 will be replaced with assistants. Yes. Look, ideally we have 2 meetings. So the first meeting is for the lectures like this. The second meeting is for tutorial. Tutorial is with assistant. Yeah, okay. So when you have ACM02, assistant will go to your class and then you can have any discussion with him. Yes. Oh, okay. Here's assistant. Yeah, I will go to the class. Yeah. So another question. Where are you? Okay, I'm still in Indonesia, but I'll be in overseas in I think it's been delayed, so it's been scheduled that I have to go overseas in October, but yeah, it's been moved to November, I think. So I hate winters, but yeah, I cannot say. Yeah, so I'll be going outside. I'll be going overseas in October in November, hopefully. Winter is not nice. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, it's not nice, especially for me. I hate winters. Yeah. So next is where can I get into the Moodle? Okay, just log in. Dubai, not Dubai. Yeah. So I will tell you the country. Okay, I will tell you the country. So it's on the north over there. Yeah, and November is not nice. It's not nice time because it's winter. Yeah, it's very cold over there. Really not nice. Okay, so anything else? Just log into Moodle. Yeah. What else? Okay, no questions? What factor which facility must develop? Well, that question's already answered in the slides. I think you missed that. What factors? Maybe you can share about our focus job. What do you mean by focus job? I can't log into Moodle. Well, type your username and password over there. Okay, so I think that's all. Okay, so come on. I don't. If you have any questions, no questions. Yeah. Any questions? No. Okay. Look, you have lots of videos needs to be watched. Okay, so watch the video, and then yeah, we're going to have a quiz. Okay, I'll be posting the quiz on Moodle and also the assignment. Okay. So again, thank you very much, and then see you again when I see you. Yeah. When the quiz, we will tell you later. Okay. So you don't have to worry about the quiz. Okay. So I don't like to being asked when the quiz. Just be ready. Okay. Just learn, and then we'll tell you when the quiz is. Okay. Good night. Have a nice day, have a good evening, have a good rest, and have a good weekend. Yay!